Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silverstacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 17th day of November 2021, I'd like to welcome you to JM Bullion so we can look at the live spot prices. Looks like I'm going to have to refresh the page here. Gold is up $9.82 to 1867.47. Silver's up 28 cents to 25.17. Platinum down 79 cents to 10.78.10. And palladium down $12.96 to 21.84.79. And look at this, the in-stock silver is at 454. So there is a bit of a gain there, but not too much. Now, over here to coinweek.com. Excellent article by a gentleman named Louis Galino, and it is special to Coin Week, dated November 16, 2021. And there's some great news in here, folks. Great news. The Coin Analyst, U.S. Mint addresses customer feedback and the 2022 Morgan and Peace dollars. And really, there's a lot more going on besides this. They just couldn't fit it in the title of the article. So let's get on to it. Continuing an initiative begun by former United States Mint Director David J. Ryder, new acting Mint Director Ventress C. Gibson, and senior members of her staff held a virtual roundtable discussion with members of the numismatic media on November 9th. So we know that. That's amazing. This was Gibson's first interaction with the media since assuming the position of director, and that's acting director. She's a Navy veteran and retired senior federal government official with over 40 years of experience, who most recently served on the cabinet of Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. So there you go. Now, the U.S. Mint used this forum mainly to address customer feedback they have been receiving, in particular the feedback on the recently shipped 2021 Morgan and Peace silver dollars, and fielded questions from members of the media based on feedback from their readers as well as their suggestions for improving the U.S. Mint products and operations. Now it talks about Matthew Holben, an associate director for sales and marketing, said the Mint takes great pride in the products it offers and is aware of the quality concern customers expressed about the silver dollars, as well as the issues with fulfillment of orders, such as those that were canceled. At one point, he said he personally fielded many calls from consumers. Wow, that's interesting. So were you able to talk to Matthew Holben? Did he identify himself? That's really interesting. And prior to the working at the Mint, he worked at the United States Post Office. Now, here we go with the Morgan and Peace dollars. Asked if the Mint could confirm it's continuing the silver dollar program in 2022. We know that they are. We definitely know they are. And they're going to be San Francisco's, and they're both going to be proofs. And there's only going to be two of them. Right? Now, he also said that the silver dollars will hopefully be available through the product enrollment program in 2022 to avoid the situation this year with several items selling out quickly before some consumers could complete their orders, right? So that's huge. Enrollment for these? Yes, please, no doubt. Earlier this year, former Director Ryder and other officials strongly suggested the dollar program would continue next year, and it absolutely is, no doubt about it. Now, it says collectors have expressed strong interest in seeing the new silver dollar struck in proof based on my own research into their views and over the past couple of years. However, some wanted this to be a one-year only program, and many worry about issuing too many coins and how that might devalue the 2021 coin issues that they own, right? So don't give anybody any extra. Just only sell the ones that I was able to obtain. Don't give anybody else a chance, right? Which have already seen a sharp drop in secondary value in recent weeks because the entire mintage of almost 900,000 coins hit the market at once. And we definitely know that if you were able to get these coins in the beginning, they definitely sold for more than they were selling here. But just so you know, the CC, it looks like, is gaining value finally, whether that be in raw and graded or one or the other. It definitely seems to be adding value on eBay. In fact, I think Gen X Collectible did a great video about that yesterday, where he is showing that the CC is recovering on some of those on those valuations. Now, it says here, but regarding whether a high relief peace dollar may be in the works for 2022, Holben answered that doing that would require a significant research and development initiative, but he likes that idea. I noted that many collectors would love to see the new Morgan and Peace dollars with business strikes like the originals. Could you imagine like a strike like that San Francisco business strike quarter? Yes, please. Now, that would result in coins with proof-like and deep mirror proof-like surfaces. That would be outstanding. Holben said that he was not sure if the Mint has the authority to do bullion program with these coins, and that would be awesome too. As for the flaws on the 2021 dollar coins, he said that he has received reports of Denver coins with scratches. I think one of mine has a scratch, and Philadelphia coins with color variations, as well as broken capsules, and many about capsules that did not fit snugly in their boxes. I mean, it seems like if you just pop that box at the very bottom, right where that coin is sitting, it's going to come right out of that holder, right? Now it says here, He added that he is in contact with the grading companies and that he's heard that 80% of the coins submitted for grading have been receiving 70s, which he said is comparable to what the West Point Mint Silver Eagles grade at. Now, really, I think this is kind of I don't know if it's even valid in an argument to say something like that with these coins, because, I mean, let's face it, you're going to throw anything at the grading company or you're going to send your best specimens, right? And if people are sending their best specimens, because let's face it, grading coins are getting really expensive. It's getting way more expensive to grade coins, and not everybody can do that. And because of that, and you couple the fact with these coins had scratches, they're not going to send them in. They're going to be color issues. They're not going to send those in. So, I mean, to say 80% of the coins were receiving 70s, well, okay, but I mean, I don't know. It just seems like they shouldn't use that as evidence to be used. Now, it says here regarding canceled orders, I asked why orders were canceled when buyers had credit cards that expired while the coins were in pre-order, and why it was so difficult to simply update the information as Mint enrollment customers are reminded to do so before enrollment orders ship, right? That's easy. So if you do have enrollment and you know that they tell you, hey, just so you know, these are going to ship soon, make sure your credit card information is up to date. Why couldn't they do that for these, right? He responded that until recently, centers that process orders did not have sufficient privacy protections in place for customer financial information. We'll see. As the enrollment goes, so if you go to your enrollment or your order, it actually gives you an option to put in your credit card information. So they could have easily added that to the Morgans. I'm not sure why they blame it on the call centers, but that's okay. I also asked about the entire run of 6 different silver dollars, 5 Morgans and 1 peace dollar, all shipped in a short period starting mid-October without any official notice that was going to happen during the many months the coins were in pre-order, which also put a strain on buyers' credit cards that received many charges within a week or two. Now, the Mint did say the coins would ship in October when the orders were taken in the spring, but nothing was communicated after that. And if you have been watching my channel, you will know that I did a video mid-October saying that the Mint had announced this on Facebook, saying that on October 18, these would start shipping. Holben responded that he was sensitive to the importance of not giving an unfair market advantage to buyers of certain coins over the others, and that the Mint was trying to get the orders fulfilled quickly so as not to be delayed by upcoming Cyber Monday sales and orders. In addition, he noted that the Mint opened a second warehouse to enable order fulfillment that would normally take 3 months to be done in 3 weeks. Okay, that's interesting. So we do know that there's an additional fulfillment center that has been opened in addition to the one in Memphis, Tennessee, correct? And we also know there's at least 2 in Tennessee that I've seen, and then I've heard of 1 in Texas also. Now it says here this might make some wonder about bulk purchase program buyers who obtained their coins before other buyers did. Now, bulk buyers went to Memphis, Tennessee in October, a week before the coins began shipping to other buyers, which gave them an advantage of several weeks compared to those retail buyers who received coins in the mail. And now this is crucial because it gave them an advantage in this case since the bulk buyers had them before the large drop in premiums in the secondary market, right? So they were able to take advantage of that, and they were able to submit their coins sooner for grading and to offer pre-sales while the prices were still high. And I always think that the first coins submitted for grading usually get higher grades because, well, I mean, what are they comparing it to if there's nothing to compare it to? Holben did concede that communicate. And you know what? What if this Memphis, Tennessee ends up being the advanced bulk purchase program warehouse only, right? That would be interesting. It says Holben did concede that communication about the shipping process could have been better, but at the same time, he said the Mint did not want to overwhelm call centers with calls about order status. So I imagine people not getting their Morgans or maybe hearing that they are available. Look, the Mint told the advanced purchase bulk people that come and get their coins. Well, at that same time, they could have told us retail customers, hey, these are going to ship now soon in a week or two. It would have been a simple email or a press release, right? So definitely not communicative. Also asked about the importance of a healthy secondary market. He said that he does care about that and works to ensure a healthy market at the wholesale and retail. Now it talks about improving the order management system, and I'm going to just skip right past this and go right under this right here. Now, someone else suggested doing catalog orders, but Holben said that did not work well because mail delays, and that the Mint is looking at providing the enrollment option for more of its products. Did you hear that? That's huge. Enrollments, Morgans, yes, please. As for early Morgan sudden appearances of products that were thought to be unavailable, yes, he's talking about that 7:30 a.m. release that many collectors are familiar with. Holben answered that it was a result of returns that, if not opened, were deemed resellable. They put that back on the shelf because the Mint understands that making those items available early in the morning disadvantages people on the West Coast, Mountain, and Central times. They're looking into doing this perhaps at noon Eastern Daylight Time. That's amazing. Now it talks about, as for what happened to the 12,900 orders for Morgan and Peace dollars that were canceled, Holben said eventually those coins will be offered for sale after the Mint finishes determining which ones are legitimate orders and which ones are fraudulent. So if you haven't got yours yet, they're determining whether or not it's legit. Let's see here. Don't want to talk about that. Moving on. Huge increase in customers. The 500 sets of that 4 coin. Oh, here we go. This is good. This is the American Liberty coin. Love that design. And it says Lewis mentioned the 2021 American Liberty $100 gold coin, whose design is very popular with collectors. And whether a 2-ounce silver medal will be issued bearing the same design next year, as was done with the last silver Liberty medal in 2020. And if they do that, I'm definitely on it, like white on rice. That's going to be amazing. Holben responded that a 1-ounce silver version is being issued instead because of the shortage of silver planchets. Hello, what? Okay, here we go again. So there's a shortage of silver planchets going forward. And honestly, that could have been the news at the top of this page easily. That's really interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So it ends on that note. So maybe it's an emphatic order, right? Oh boy, here we go again, folks. So if you like silver, there may not be that many products this coming year, especially in the 2-ounce and 2.5-ounce sizes. Sounds like they're really trying to keep those at a minimum. Now, over here for my plus one today, I want to talk to you about commitments. And let's face it, the holidays are coming up, and there's a lot of folks looking to you to make some commitments. Well, let's just go over some rules that I have about committing, and I wanted to share them with you. So it says here, avoid committing beyond our abilities. Let's learn to say no, thank you, and mean it. And remember, when you say no, thank you, no explanation is needed, because it's just not. You don't have to explain yourself. Number 2, let's not make last-minute commitments, right? Because we may not be able to remember all the commitments that we've previously made. So, sorry, can't do it. I think I have something going on, but I don't really know. Can't be sure, and I don't want to extend myself and make you unhappy and me unhappy and give myself some undue stress. Now, do we have a commitment? Absolutely, because we're only human. So only do a certain amount of commitments. That way you can remain sane, I guess. Let's just call it that. Anyway, folks, listen, I want to thank you all for watching today. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.